Good to see you guys. Excited for this week. A lot of respect for our opponent. You pop on their tape and way apparent. Probably the best team we've played. I'd say, you look at all three sides of it and you look at the level of what they're playing. Right now, this is the best team we've played. And so our guys feel that way when they watch it. And so it demands attention. And so excited to get into it. Take any questions you guys got.
Dave, you talked a little bit the other day about the journey that the DBs have kind of been on. Was that game Saturday against Houston a glimpse of their potential as like ball hawking, guys?
I think it gives confidence. I think anytime you can get confidence, I think it's good. I think it gets to a point to where, words and, you know, practice examples don't cut it. And so to do it in a game and to do it under, that first one with Devin Body is a huge, huge play. I mean, all of them really were, but that one in particular kind of said this is going to be different. And so you'd like if that's, this is going to be different throughout the rest of the year that we got left.
What do you see in Jalen Daniels? Just kind of what has he done this year?
The run game's clicking for them, and so they can run wide zone and get 7-8 yards at any time they want. So I think he plays with the confidence that that's the case. I think a lot of people are playing him off and giving him field outs and things. I know that we had some quarterbacks here that took advantage of that when that was apparent to him. I think the run game has opened up. There's a lot of bluff back into the boundary and crack and loads where there's alleys down the sideline, and makes you have to defend with 11. I think the more receivers make plays when the ball's in the air, which they've shown to do that, you're running out of people to cover all the people. And so I think they've got things clicking on offense over there. It's going to be a tough matchup.
Going against an offense like this, does that, excite you at all that you get to get in the lab and, scheme up something to try to slow them down?
It's going to take better tackling than what we've done. I think, for some of the positive things from Saturday, the negative, and it's been too long a negative, is just the lack of tackling, guys leaving their feet and chasing ankles and all this other thing. It just it lessens us, and I think it makes us look small and weak and vulnerable. And so you have to be able to step on people's feet and put your face on their face and run through them and this whole thing. And we have not done that to the degree that we should. And we're going to have to in this game. If we tackle like how we've tackled, we're not going to win the game, And you look at the Colorado game, there's a couple snaps, they're bringing Mike A pressure, playing man behind it, and the mic's right there about as far as I am to this microphone. And they struggled to make the tackle on Neal. And so there's tight end across the middle, missed tackle, and so we've done all of this throughout the year. And so we're going to have to be way improved in this area. And I think it's a call to attention.
Jeff Grimes pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Does that change things, make it easier? And will it be, good to see him at all?
It'd be good to see him. I know that he's going to be looking at, he's going to look at all of it, but he's going to look at Iowa State, and that's probably our worst game. And he's going to want to replicate a lot of the things that were in that game. And so we're going to have to play much better than we did back then.
Have you liked what you've seen from Snacks? You mentioned he had a pick with basically a club on his hand, right?
Yeah, we've got more guys playing defense with one hand than I think anyone else in the country. And so for guys to make plays in that frame of it, it's really cool. I think he was one that was called out prior to the game. And for him to show up like that and make some plays like that, that's the Snacks I know, So it'd be good to have him the rest of the way.
What have you kind of seen from their two corners? I know they've, really talented, obviously, pair that they have.
They're really long. they've got good vision and ball skills when, they're in man a little bit more than they used to be. They're a heavy, heavy quarters team. And they're a little bit fire zone, 3 under, 3 deep. Well, they'll have some vision. But I think what makes them great is that they've got good length, good quickness. But they've got good ball skills. So they could be in a man deal here but still have a vision deal out there at the same time. Make the play, And they've done that consistently. People continue to test them and get hit because of it.
How do y'all handle the holiday? I mean, obviously the guys don't have classes this week.
Yeah. This is the first thing we talked about this morning. I think the two things are, when we are in football, let's be full attention with football and all the detail and the focus that we've had here, particularly this last stretch, and we had that today. But then I think the second thing would be when you're not in football, let's protect the team. Let's not do anything ridiculous that would hurt your time here in the morning being with the team. So getting to bed at the right time, put the video game away, all these things. And so there's a maturity with this team as we've gone that I feel like we're in position to handle that the right way. They know they're playing for a lot. They're playing for these seniors. They're playing for a real successful end of the year. I know it means a lot to them.
Mentioning that maturity, just how big of an effect, or how big of a factor do you think that is in the turnaround that this team was able to do, kind of in this back half?
I think it comes probably after confidence. I think prior to any of it, it's like, I don't know if I can do that. What is this guy talking about? That's for them, not for me. And I think when you have success, then it kind of feeds you and you feel like I can do this thing. And then after a little bit more success, you feel like I am that thing. And this is how I do it. And this is what I'm about. And then it fully realize then that it takes everything you got to live that standard. And so I feel like that's what's been happening.
Dave, what's the status of Steve Winton headed into this weekend?
Looks good. Yeah, was moving around today. Had a lower leg injury, and wish we could have had him for Saturday, but I'm confident we'll have him for this next one.
Dave, with the signing day moving up, I guess, to December 4th, how does that affect y'all? Is that a good change? What do you see in that?
Yeah, there's with that, there's you talk about that, and the transfer portal's right around the corner, and there's the bowl season, and so there's just a lot of balls you got to juggle up in the air, and I think to have some success at the end of the year, I think helps with all that. I think winning helps. I think recruiting, I feel good about where we're at. I think a lot of the guys have come and seen the school and have visited the school and have been to home games and have seen the environment. And so I feel like we're situated pretty strong to close out the class. It's going to take full commitment by us at the same time as getting prepared to play games and all this other thing, because I think we all know what happens at the end of a recruiting cycle to close it out in the final days. And so we're looking to be as strong as we can.
Saturday, the first time in a while, the offense maybe struggled a little bit. Just kind of, what's it going to take to get back on track, and how confident are you that they can do that?
Well, I'm confident in our offense. I'm confident in the coaches there and in our players. I think all of it can be a good thing. That you struggle at times allows you to reflect and really look at yourself and find the things that maybe we were taking for granted, or maybe we were losing a little bit of an edge on. All it takes is to pop on the Kansas film and look at them sacking quarterbacks and look at them setting edges and look at their effort sideline to sideline, and it'll help you get all of your stuff together. And so I feel like that's happening right now.
Dave, what is y'all's situation at backup quarterback, and what role does DeQuan Finn play in that?
Yeah, DeQuan's still trying to work through his injury and get it properly diagnosed, and what's next for him, in his career. And so that has been, 1 to 2 to 3, however many weeks we're into it. So I feel for him, and I'm hopeful we get some type of closure with that here soon.
Dave, we may have asked you this before, but what's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving, and especially what's your favorite food to eat on Thanksgiving?
My favorite thing now is you're with your family. So my daughter is home now, Jalen. She's my oldest girl. She goes to school at Wisconsin. She works with the football team up there, and she's leaving tomorrow to be with the team on their game. I want to say it's Minnesota, so it's cool to be around her when Jalen's in town. And when she came, my son got dropped off from school, and he ran up the stairs and made me open the door quick and runs, gives her a hug. I've never seen that much emotion from my son ever, And so just to see his sister like that is so cool. We went to my little girl's soccer game, Jordan. This was the first day that Jalen was in, and Jordan played the game, sees Jalen across, and runs across, gives her a hug. And so Jalen has that effect on people, or at least in our family, And so it's cool to have her down. So I enjoy that. And then I enjoy, being on the couch after eating a lot of food, watching football. I'd say pie. I would say pies would probably be my top. I take all types of pies. There's times where I go pies prior before I should. Yeah.
Do you have a Big 12 tiebreaker analyst on your staff?
No. I think it just speaks to the conference and to just how tough it is to win. How everyone's talented. Everyone's got really good coaches. You have to be on it, and physically you got to be healthy enough to be on it, but then mentally, just with all the schematic issues that you get, I think sometimes when I think our talent for the most part in our league is there's a few guys that kind of are above and beyond, but most of it's right here. And when you're kind of in that range where it's that way, it really gives room for the schemes to kind of just overrun the thing. And so, when you've got extraordinary type talent, then sometimes the schemes are reduced down just to feature the talent, So we're right in the thick of both really good players and then a lot of schemes. I mean, a lot of lines this way and that way and everything. And so to be on it that way all the time, to be mentally where, hey, you got to make this adjustment, you got to make this, you got to anticipate this, you got to do this, and that. That's exhausting. And I think, you can just see by the scores each week how hard it is to keep up with all of it.
Coach, a lot of the players were talking about how Omar has added a lot of fire to the offensive line. How much has he kind of helped turn around that group?
A lot. Yeah, a lot. I think from the very beginning, I would compare both Omar and KT, so Keaton Thomas on defense, I would say are similar in that they both run hot. They both could get injured in a walkthrough by themselves. They are looking for contact, looking for fights, looking for something to hit or punch And so Omar from the very beginning was that way. And, I think offensive line-wise, we were trying to turn the corner from what was to, where we're at, what is now, And so he was very instrumental in the beginning of all of that, saying that this ain't the standard, this ain't what we're about, this ain't what we're doing. And he's continued, And so prior to the start of practice today, he called the O-line up and spoke to him. And so he is for sure the leader there.
Dave, how about your seniors and the contributions they've made?
Yeah, we got a fair amount of them. And so you talk about, I look at, there's too many to mention, but there's guys that have been through good and bad and ugly and just all of it. And so for them to be fighting through this phase of it and to have an opportunity to end strong is just really cool. It's a testament to them. The belief that they've given to me and to the school and to the program, is maybe only surpassed by their effort. But they've never stopped believing, and it's just way cool, way humbled to be their coach.
Thanks, Joel.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you
Dave.
guys.
Dave.